Thanks for logging into the webinar today on July 12th, 2013. Just that's a picture of me there, and that's how I used to look. A lot of what we do these days, and you'll see it on our website, barryaccountants.ie, is apart from setting up businesses, helping them make money, and liquidating them, which is the other extreme, we do negotiate on behalf of individuals and companies for exit strategies with banks and lenders. It seems to be an awful lot of people we found from a recent survey we did of our own clients. All they're interested in is keeping the tax man at bay and getting out of debt. The two main things. Everything else has been sidelined. So what we're aiming to do in the next couple of weeks is educate people how to help themselves, because the more they know, the better we can help them. I would say this, an awful lot of people approach us and other accountants and solicitors too late in the day, and the first 12 months can be more or less trying to rectify issues that have gone wrong. Okay, so don't leave it too late is always a moral of everything, but we're seeing a lot here with financial issues. So this is a 6-minute webinar. Just want to run through what the main items are to avoid at the outset. The main thing is, if you're under financial pressure, do not make key financial decisions. I've done it myself. When you're under big pressure or you're under medication, it's like being sick. You make dumb decisions because you're not thinking straight. You just can't see the wood for the trees. Get advice from one person you trust, one person, not 3 or 4, because you'll just be monitored. And if ever there was a symptom of financial pressure, is when you see someone making a dumb decision. Okay, so you've got to really watch that one, because you're talking to people and you're thinking, will that check bounce in the bank? It's an awful way to be. You don't want to be there. So if you're under huge pressure, do not make any key financial decisions. Okay, start taking ownership here. The other thing is to drop the excuses. I think at this stage, as valid as they may be, it's time to push on now, whatever it is, as to why business is down or why things are going backwards, or who you want to blame. Start taking ownership of the situation. When I typed the word banks into Google, up came a picture of Tyra Banks, so for the crack I put her picture here because it would brighten up what can be a tough subject. There's a case now at this stage of look in the mirror and see and say, right, okay, there might be other people that help bring me down or brought me backwards, but a lot of it is to do with yourself. Maybe you didn't have the hard conversations with employees or customers or suppliers or bankers or planners or partners that you should have. One of the top traits of billionaires apparently is that they are not afraid of having the hard conversation. So a lot of us put it off. We go on the confrontation. It's not in our nature, but it needs to be in your nature when things are at stake. The other thing is to live within your means. In those times when you were borrowing money or buying extra, okay, the phone might be ringing, people saying you should buy this, you should buy this, but you still did it, and you bought the extra land or the extra apartment or took the extra holiday, or bought the set of golf clubs every year, or the new dresses, or the sports car, or whatever the heck it was. People were living, they were spending more than what was coming in. It won't last. And if you were an employee and have been made redundant, did you make yourself irreplaceable, or did you slip back in the comfort zone? Because at that time there was no employees around, and there was tons of jobs but no one to work them. So I had a friend who used to change job every 6 months. He used to look for more money in the next job, and now he's no job. And his CV looked terrible. Okay. So just take ownership of the situation, look in the mirror and say, I made mistakes myself, I want to get over them. It's time now to have your own plan. Now we have deals on the table with banks. Now there's pain. Okay, the pain is less when we negotiate the deal. But if you have a plan and you start to make it happen, that'll be 10 times better than if you wait for a lender to give you their plan, which will make it happen for them. Okay, so you need to have your plan. Take ownership, say, I'm going to do this between these 2 dates. Forget, live above the line. As a top business coach, Derek Aguirre said to me, you need to be like an OR, ownership, accountability and responsibility. Take responsibility for your actions, look after it, okay, and justify your decisions, okay, and get out of it. Whether you've got to liquidate your company, sell off your buildings and properties, fire people. There's plenty of ways to exit and the pay need be a lot less than what you're used to. But don't leave it too late is the key thing. So the more you know, the more we know. And I'm reminded of a parable. It's about the farmer who wanted the forest on his land cut down, and he hired the 5 woodcutters to do it. What he did was the 5 guys used to cut down 10 trees a day and go home. So he hired another man to give a hand, and that man on day 1 cut down 20 trees. He said, blimey, this is brilliant. So he let 2 of the first lads go, and day 2, the 20 tree man was down to 11 trees, then he fell to 7, and by Friday he was down to 4 trees. And he got fired, and the farmer went and begged back the first lads. And as the 20 tree a day man was walking out the gate, the farmer asked him, why did you start off so well and end up so bad? And the woodcutter, who was a simple guy, said, you know what, I probably should have sharpened my axe. And I think with us all, that's what we're doing here. We're sharpening our axe. Don't sit in a comfort zone thinking, I know my job, I don't need to learn any more. We all need to keep educating ourselves, keep your antenna up, watching for opportunities, listening to what's going on, and educate yourself. So the next webinar, July 17, we're going to show you what to do first, how to do it, and in what order. And if you hire a third party to help negotiate you through the minefield, the more you know, the better you'll be able to help them out. Okay? That's it. Thanks very much for logging on today. We'll be sending you a recording of this. Thank you.